Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Jen, and welcome to Dave and Jen Ignite.
Well, our topic today is one that should hopefully be a lot of fun because it is laughter in church.
Absolutely. Or something else about it. We could subtitle it, A Funny Thing Happened in the Middle of Church.
Yes. So try not to laugh. Actually, laugh all you want,
please
of
do.
course.
Please do.
There are just funny things that happen in church.
Right. And in life. And we need to learn to laugh and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Laugh at ourselves, not make fun of others much. No, just kidding. We don't do that.
Well, in the book of Proverbs 17:22, the scriptures say, "A cheerful heart is good medicine." So that is so true. A good, cheerful spirit and having fun and laughing with things is good medicine for the soul.
It is.
And so we want to tell you some stories about things that have happened in church with us. Most of these are, well, all of these are personal experiences.
Yes.
We've been a part of in one way or form, one form or another. The first we want to share with you is just when we were in our first full-time church, and I'm a pastor, so this was a smaller congregation. I was leading the singing on Sunday night, and Jennifer plays the piano and does so beautifully as a part of her ministry there. And so we're singing, and I'm leading the singing. Now we have our son,
He was about 2.5 or 3.
yeah,
Probably 3.
2.5, 3 year olds. He's actually standing in the front pew or on the front pew, and I'm leading the singing, so I'm kind of off to the side in the center a little bit. Jennifer's playing, she's back here, and so I'm just leading away, and I'm noticing people are just kind of dropping off. They're not joining me in singing. They're smiling, but they're not singing anymore. And so finally I'm kind of looking around, what's going on, just trying to figure it out. And I look over, and our son has dropped trow in the front pew.
He was mooning the entire congregation.
So, thank goodness he was only 2.5, 3 years old.
Yeah,
so it was
yeah.
okay, hey, it's cute. And so they're all laughing, and I'm pretty serious when it comes to services, so I just keep leading singing and walk over and pull his drawers up and keep singing and walk right back and continue leading the song.
Yeah, I think the spirit was a little bit stifled at that point. Everyone was, anyway, it was quite
fun.
humorous. And it's really funny to remind our son of that these days.
Yes.
We told him not to try it anymore, but who
He's
knows?
38.
He's 38, yeah, so.
A little different now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, something else, and some of these center around kids, and you just never know with kids, and I'm sure that you all have experienced that as well. And it doesn't just happen to the pastoral family, let me tell you. However, we remember them really well, and usually if it happens with the pastoral family, everybody knows about it.
Yes.
So, in this same church, our very first church, we learned a lot, and bless their hearts, they were so gracious
they were
with
wonderful
us,
people.
and really loved us and our kids. And they had some surrogate grandparents, our kids did over there.
Yes.
But this was when our daughter came along, and we were blessed to be able to adopt her. And she was about the same age as our son was when he did his special performance. She was about 2. She was sitting on my lap, and because it was a smaller congregation, in the evening services we didn't have a nursery, so she was sitting on my lap, and I had tried everything. She was just getting a little squirmy, as 2-year-olds do. I tried everything to keep her quiet. I had given her crayons and whatever else just to keep her occupied. Finally, she was sitting on my lap, and I just whispered in her ear. I said, "Shut up." Well, you know how kids like to repeat things, so as loud as she could, she went, "Shut up!" Well, her dad was preaching. So once again, I do believe the spirit was probably laughing.
Yeah, I suspect so.
Everybody else was, I thought, great. Guess what they know, I just said. Yeah. But you know what? You just laugh. You
Yeah.
have to laugh. And again, grace is amazing as is laughter.
Absolutely. That cheerful heart is good medicine.
Oh yes, absolutely. And something else. Now this has happened with one of our grandsons, and we live in just north of Indianapolis. So our community is divided in loyalties between the Hurricane Hoosiers of IU, woohoo, and the Boilermakers of Purdue. So you can't tell where our loyalties lie.
No, can't wait to see the ups and downs
I know,
on this
sorry
one.
about that. But one of our grandsons at their church, they were praying something unfortunately very tragic had happened on the Purdue campus. So their preacher was praying for the students and all of those involved in that. And in the middle of the prayer, and bright and out loud, and he was probably about 2.5 or 3 at the time too, in the middle of the prayer, while they're praying for Purdue, he goes, boo, boo, Purdue, go IU. In the middle of the prayer, out loud. Well,
Yeah.
I imagine the Spirit was maybe, I don't know. We think it's hysterical.
Yeah.
And they can get by with it.
Yeah.
And for all of you Purdue fans, we do apologize because we love IU. And honestly, crimson is in the Bible. So cream and crimson. I'm just saying, you know.
Well, I'm sure the Purdue people right now are saying, but so is gold.
Well, oh yeah.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And
So
all over the place.
we love everybody.
Yeah,
We just cheer for IU.
Absolutely. Well, this one goes back to that first church again, and this was back
we
when,
love those people.
in our tradition, we have what we called revivals. It was much more prevalent at that point in time, and so you would have a guest preacher come in and preach for the week, and you just pray that the Holy Spirit would do some great work in people's hearts, and good things would come out of that. Well, I'd ask one of my professors from grad school to come and preach, and so while he was there, for some reason I chose to stay up on the platform. Now the setup was there was a chair on this side and a chair on that side, and so I remained on the platform in one of those chairs, and not due to any poor preaching or anything like that, but I nodded and nodded and nodded and fell asleep. And of course, I feel horrible. Of course, as soon as the service is over, as soon as the message is over, one of our teens come running up to me, right up the middle aisle. I saw you. You fell asleep in church. Yeah, I did.
Yes. And our dear pastor friend who was speaking, he had looked over at one point, to kind of, just looking over at Dave while he was in the chair there, and he realized he was asleep, and he just kind of looked at him and he just went right on, and he said he must have been tired. Bless his heart. We love you, Ivan.
Yes. We've been blessed.
We have been blessed. And this next story has happened to me actually several times, and you'd think I would learn, but sometimes I don't. I help to lead our worship ministry at church. I'm the worship director, and oftentimes we're doing sound checks, so we're trying to figure out the balance to make sure that it's audible and we're giving our very best for the Lord. So I don't know why I don't learn, but oftentimes I will refer to one of our male team members and say, Stephen's hot, and of course he's going, why, thank you very much. I'm going, no, it means his mic is too loud. And it's a term that you use in audio, but I haven't learned, and I've called several worship team members hot. None of them are as hot as this man here to my side here.
Okay, there you get your chuckle.
No, it's true, but it is embarrassing. I think they're used to it now, and maybe it's flattering. I don't know, but I get embarrassed. And I don't get embarrassed easily.
Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. We've enjoyed putting it together, and we've enjoyed life.
Oh, we do.
It is
We
great.
do.
And so we're thankful for that. Well, if you have enjoyed the video, we hope that you will click the like button, and also subscribe. And you can click on that bell and get the notifications for whenever a new video is uploaded. We try to do that at least once a week. Usually Sunday evening is about when it gets out. And
Between the football games.
yes, we're going to do a video in the future on conflict.
Because it will be a Colts, Bears, house divided. Just saying.
Da Bears.
Stay tuned. Cole's Horseshoe.
We're glad you've been with us. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Dave.
And I'm Jed. And Lord bless you all.
May it be so.